Okay, I'm going to tell you a story that happened in the last year or so that might make you laugh a little bit, I hope. I don't know. Can't beat 'em, join 'em, right? Anyway. It's going to be hard to do with one hand, this story, but I'll do what I can do. Anyway, in the last year or so, sometimes if you know me and the autism spectrum disorder or whatever, I finally have a name for it, but before I didn't. And I would just say I would be absent-minded. They used to call me my friends would call me absent-minded professor or something. Anyway, I think I was more absent-minded sometimes than a professor, but anyway, nevertheless, sometimes I get so much involved in my thinking, and I'm somewhere else sometimes, like just thinking so hard about things, that I kind of forget my surroundings. And so once in a while, those things happen, and it's a very bizarre feeling if you've ever been there. And so anyway, let me tell you about this one particular time. I don't remember where I was, but I know it was in the last year. I was thinking about something. I was like so excited about something. I was like, I was probably dreaming about something. I probably just got some good news. Probably someone said some nice comment on Facebook, and it was like one in 2 months or something. I don't know. I don't know why. No, I was probably inventing something in my mind or thinking about something about my R3 model. That's usually where my mind goes, and usually when I get the most excited. Well, anyway, sometimes when I'm excited, I notice, I don't know if anyone else with Asperger's or autism spectrum disorder has these problems, but my movements and everything get very exaggerated. I think we all deal with it differently, but anyway, I get so ingrained in my world that I kind of forget my surroundings. And don't worry, it doesn't mean that I'm dangerous to drive or anything else, although some people might think so. But this particular time, good thing I was in a kind of a safe area, depends. But I was going in. So anyway, I'm in my own world, and I go into this restroom, and I'm like, I go in this restroom, and I'm going to the restroom, I'm going to the bathroom, right? So, but I'm thinking about something completely different, right? And you know that feeling when you're young and you're kind of half sleeping and half not, and you wake up and you're thinking, you're dreaming that you're going to the bathroom, but you're really not. You know that feeling? It's not a very good feeling, right? And of course it's not, because what you find out is you're actually peeing in bed, and golly, that's a bad feeling. Well, I had that feeling. That was the feeling that came over me all of a sudden. I'm standing there in the restroom, and this feeling comes over me. What's wrong? And so I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. And so really I start going through this checklist in my mind. I'm thinking, what's wrong with this picture? So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm in the girls' restroom. And then I find out, no, I'm standing at a urinal, so I can't be in a girls' restroom. Well, anyway, usually something triggers in the outside environment around me that triggers this event. What triggered is that, and if I would evaluate, I'd know I wasn't in the girls' restroom. But what happened was a guy came in the restroom. And you know that feeling, you feel like you should be embarrassed about something, but you don't know what it is? Well, I have story after story about that. And this is one of those times. So I'm standing there. Now, I've evaluated. I am at a urinal, so I know I'm in a guy's restroom. And I'm thinking to myself, all of a sudden my joy and elation and my excitement turn into what's wrong. And so I'm evaluating my picture, what's wrong. And I'm thinking through, trying to figure out what's wrong with this picture. And then the image came through my mind. And it dawned on me, because I retracked my steps, and I remember when I went in the bathroom. And let me back up a little bit here. You have to understand that when I go to the bathroom, I'm not like most guys. I usually, when I'm home, I sit on the seat. Okay, just a habit I've gotten into, I guess. I'm not one of these guys that normally stand up. Only when I'm out in public into a urinal. Okay, so it's funny how behaviors trigger other behaviors. Anyway, so I'm standing there. All of a sudden, I go through my mind, and I remember coming into the bathroom now, and it comes to me. And I'm reflecting on this moment. And when I tilt it, I'm looking at the time, by the way. And all of a sudden, I replay in my mind what happened. I went in the bathroom, and I was so excited about what I was thinking, and what I was thinking, and all the stuff I was thinking. I was so excited that when I went up to the urinal, I remember throwing my pants down And so, I mean, like, you know, like, I'm just, you know how things are exaggerated. So all of a sudden it dawns on me, I'm standing there, and I realize that I'm standing there with my pants around my ankles and my underwear. And I'm butt naked. I mean, literally my butt is naked. And I have my shirt on, but, you know, all of a sudden, so picture this. Guys are coming in the urinal, guys are coming in the restroom. Okay, very embarrassing moment. Guys are coming in the restroom, and I'm standing there with my pants all the way down to my ankles around my feet. Now, I say this story, and I tell you this. Now, during that time, I'm thinking, you know, those are one of those things. What can I do? I'm going to the bathroom. I can't stop at midstream and think, pull up my pants or whatever. There's no way out of this situation. I just have to get through it. And people wonder why I have anxiety disorder, and sometimes I can't handle social situations. Well, these are the kind of things that have happened to me over the time. And I say this story to actually tell people about it, because just because a guy's standing there with his pants around his ankle doesn't necessarily mean anything. It might mean that he was just so excited when he went in there, he just took his pants down a little further than normal. Now, someone's going to twist this story around probably and think, oh my gosh, he's a whatever, I don't know, pervert or whatever. But that's not true. It's absolutely not true. But these are the kind of stories that happen to me again and again in life. And this is just in the last year. So I go in the restroom, and all of a sudden I feel bad, and I had a shout out to those guys that came in the restroom. You know, I'm really sorry you stepped in the bathroom and you had to see some guy butt naked stand in the urinal with his pants down around his ankles. And it gives kind of new meaning, getting caught with your pants down. That's just one of my embarrassing moments. Just one.